Anxiety and depression are broad topics, and on this channel, we've covered a good amount on anxiety and a bit on depression. Sometimes most people do confuse the two, so today we'll look at two subtle yet major differences between anxiety and depression. Number one, anxiety can lead to depression. Depression can lead to a person becoming suicidal. In psychology, anxiety is an emotion characterized by feelings of worry, tension, and increased blood pressure. From time to time, everyone experiences some form of normal anxiety, like we talked about in this video. Yet, when anxious thoughts become excessive, then it can lead to anxiety disorders, and we looked at the signs and types of that in these videos. Depression, on the other hand, leads to feelings of hopelessness and a deep sadness and loss of interest in life. So one of the reasons anxiety and depression are always talked about almost together is because anxiety makes an individual worry about what may happen and can lead to panic attacks. And if it is looked into and treated, then it can become managed and controlled. If it isn't handled properly, it can lead to depression. Depression, on the other hand, can lead to one being suicidal if it's not treated. And there's a whole playlist that helps with suicide prevention that you can check out later. Also, this video on overcoming depression can help out too. So it is safe to say that anxiety can lead to an onset of depression if it is not treated and managed properly. And depression can escalate to an individual feeling suicidal if they do not get the help they need. Since anxiety can lead to depression and depression can lead to being suicidal, it's always, the best thing to get needed treatment so that anxiety doesn't turn to depression that can also then lead to hopelessness in life. You see, the differences, though subtle, do exist. Number two, anxiety produces bodily symptoms only after an intense panic attack. Depression produces bodily symptoms with the slightest triggers. Most times, an anxiety disorder usually manifests with panic attacks, high blood pressure, and hyperventilation. These occurrences usually happen when something intense happens to an individual that faces it. Now, normal anxiety can lead to sweaty palms and sweating and nervousness, but that usually goes away after a while. Anxiety disorder attacks are usually huge and can involve breathing rapidly, seriously trembling, having a sense of impending danger, and loss of concentration due to excessive tiredness from excessive worrying. Depression, on the other hand, can cause instant headaches, chronic body aches, and some kind of pain that may or may not respond to some medication. It can lead to neurological diseases that affect appetite and can cause a person to sleep more than they normally would all the time. So a huge trigger may not be needed to develop characteristic physical changes in a person suffering from depression. In summary, we can say that anxiety leads to apprehension, while depression leads to hopelessness. Anxiety can result to a person always feeling apprehensive about the future, and it can lead to troubled thoughts. A person with an anxiety disorder will many times display a flight or fight response, as their bodies will often look tense and very rigid. On the other hand, a person suffering from depression will most times feel very hopeless about the future and will imagine worst-case scenarios. They will usually appear to be drained, energyless, and experience constant changes in sleeping patterns, appetites, and social interactions. If you or anyone you know is experiencing anxiety or depression, symptoms, it is best to learn how to manage them and get the help you need. Starting therapy with a psychiatrist or a mental health specialist is a strong first step in the right direction to help you know whether to get medication or CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. Treatment is available when sought after and is different for each individual symptom types. It is good to note that there is always hope, and do spend some time consuming as much helpful information and videos on this channel as you possibly can to help you and assist you move forward. I wish you all the best. Thank you for watching. I love you.